Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. Today, we are breaking down the USFL Championship. The Birmingham Stallions have repeated as USFL champions for the third straight year. Obviously, we are in the era of the UFL now, so although they did receive the USFL Championship trophy, they now go on to the UFL Championship and will play the winner of San Antonio versus the St. Louis Battlehawks. That should be a great matchup on that side. But today we are talking about the Birmingham Stallions. They were able to come out with a dub against the Michigan Panthers. Now, the Michigan Panthers looked like they were going to cruise to a USFL Championship win yesterday, but Birmingham had other plans. They started off very slow. Michigan looked like they were firing on all cylinders. Next thing you know, Birmingham ties the game up in the third quarter. Then they take the lead, and after they took the lead, it was all she wrote for that. A lot of turnovers during this game. Michigan had 4 turnovers. Birmingham had 4 turnovers. 3 interceptions for Michigan, 1 fumble for Michigan, and 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles for Birmingham. Rushing stats: 96 yards rushing for Birmingham, 80 yards rushing for Michigan, 24 attempts for Michigan, 19 attempts for Birmingham, 5.1 average for Birmingham, 3.3 average for Michigan, 173 passing yards, 269 passing yards for Birmingham, 173 for Michigan. They both threw 19 for 30. Now, obviously, Birmingham played 2 quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure Michigan only played Etling. 5.8 yards per attempt for Michigan, 9 yards average per attempt for Birmingham, 3 passing touchdowns for Birmingham, 1 passing touchdown for Michigan. We'll be looking at some of the highlights from this game, looking at all the highlights from this game, breaking it down. Make sure you guys hit the like, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, make sure you guys leave a comment down below of what you thought about this and what are your predictions for the championship game. But we are going to get straight into the breakdown. Thank you so much. I will see you on the other end. Okay, obviously here we got the opening kickoff. It's going to be a pretty dang good kickoff return from Mr. Devin Ross. I think he's going to get them back around close to the 40-yard line, just around the 42-yard line. Michigan's going to start the game off, though. Here you go with the inside zone, inserting that receiver up in there, and he's getting up to the second level, but Matt Colburn, who came back into the lineup this week after being down for maybe a week. I think he was only down for a week. He's back in the lineup, getting a gain of 3 on first down. Now you got Devin Ross, 2nd and 7, catching the flat route down here. 2 receivers out front blocking for him, just throwing the flat. He stays behind the line of scrimmage, so these guys are able to block downfield, which is what they did. And Devin Ross gets decent yardage on 2nd down. Decent yardage. There's a flag, illegal chop block, or no, roughing the passer. I don't know. It looks like a weird roughing the passer signal. I've never seen that one before. Guess he looks like he scooped it under, but he's coming down. Either way, roughing the passer. That's going to add on 15 to the end of that play. So a little sloppiness to start the game for Birmingham. What are the penalty yardage? They don't show the penalty yardage on here, but that's something that we don't see from That's something that we don't see from Birmingham a lot. Obviously, last week Michigan and Birmingham played as well, and that was something that really hurt Michigan late in that game was the penalties. So it's interesting to see Birmingham start the game with penalties. Here you go, Marcus Sims, who's also back in the lineup after being down for a few weeks, catching the jet sweep. Obviously, he's probably one of the fastest guys in this league, and they utilize him as such in this offense with Coach Marcel. Here we go, 3rd and 9. Getting it to COC Mariner on the slant down here. Looks like a kind of a rub concept, but they're playing off leverage, so it's not really a rub. But COC Mariner comes underneath Trey Quinn on the slant, and he's catching it and getting upfield. Really good job right here. Just opens up. You see Birmingham. Looks like Birmingham's playing man coverage. Off man. Looks like man for sure, though. They're at different levels. Everybody's got their man, though. Man. And he's probably spying the quarterback, if anything. Yeah, definitely just spying the quarterback, watching his eyes. Sees his eyes goes left. That's where he moves. Too late for COC Mariner, and he turns it up for the touchdown to give Michigan the early lead with 12 minutes to go in the first quarter. Really good job there. Here we go. We get to see a look at the breakdown. 1 high safety. COC Mariner comes underneath. Here you go. Watch the corner playing on him. Trey Quinn kind of gives him a bump, but he's running his route. He's not deliberately trying to run into him. COC Mariner catches the slant. The safety breaks on it, but he's at a bad angle. and he slips, and CLC Mariner goes right up the field for the touchdown. This is a guy who has really emerged late in the season for the Panthers. CLC Mariner, he did not even start the season. I don't even think he started the season on their roster. I think he got signed late, but he is somebody who has been a really, really good player for them throughout the season. Here you go. You give it to Matt Colburn, who's going to try to get in the end zone on the 1-point attempt. Look like they're doing a little pin and pull action, pulling the center. I don't know if they're trying to pull this center, but it definitely looks like they're trying to pull this guard. Definitely pulling this guard. I don't know if this center is trying to get out there or not, if he's just trying to hold this nose tackle up. Either way, they try to get him out there. Birmingham has gotten numbers. Tizino is getting out there in front. Look at Tizino come downhill. Linebacker right here. Watch him. Really physical linebacker coming downhill, meeting that guard, pulling guard at the point of attack and making the play. Really good job there. Really, really good job there. Here we go. They ended up being unsuccessful on the 1-point attempt. Birmingham's going to get the ball back now. Michigan's out to the 1-point lead with 12 minutes to go in the quarter. Ricky Persons getting the ball on the inside zone. Little somebody in his face right off the bat. D-tackle pushes the lineman back in his face and makes a big-time play. Still gets about 2 to 3 yards on first down, but probably could have had more had there 2 yards on first down, but probably could have had a little more had the D-tackle not been in his face. Here you go, Adrian Martinez doing what he does best, running the football. Once things on the back end break down, look like they're trying to run a bubble slant concept down here. Not so sure what they're trying to run up top. Looks like they're not really running routes up top. Maybe running routes, but nobody's really open. Either way, this might have been a design quarterback draw, honestly. The way it kind of looks like it might have been a design quarterback draw. Either way, Adrian Martinez is going to run it on 2nd and 8 and get close to first down yardage, about 2 yards short of first down yardage. Here we go, 3rd and 2 for the Stallions. Rolling out, and he gets it to the outside to Amari Rogers, who makes the catch on the sidelines. Was it a first down, though? Very close play right there. Here we go. We went back a little too far. Very close play right there, and I'm not sure if they counted this as a catch. I don't know if they replayed it. Obviously, we'll see here in a second if they replayed it. They did indeed replay it. It looks like he made the catch, but looks like some of his body might be out. I think they ruled it as a catch, but he was short of the line to gain because he was right there at the line to gain. So catch, but short of the line to gain is what it looks like it is, and that's why it's 4th and 1. They go for it on 4th and 1 with Ricky Persons, and the Michigan Panthers defense stands tall. They're trying to get in that T formation, hammer everybody down, insert these two lead blockers, CJ Marable and their tight end Marcus Baugh. I think that's Marcus Baugh in there, and he's stuffed. That might not be Marcus Baugh, their tight end. Number 85, their tight end. I don't know if that's for sure Marcus Baugh. I think that might be Marcus Baugh. Either way, unsuccessful on the 4th and 1 try. Looks really close. Honestly, looks like he was very close right there. I mean, this probably isn't a straight down the line view. Looks like he's pretty dang close to it. Either way, they ruled him short of the line to gain, and Michigan is going to get the ball back with a 6-point lead. Here we go, 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Handing it off to their running back, number 28. Not so sure who this is in the backfield. I'm pretty sure he played last year, yeah. McCrary, who actually was their leading rusher with 62 rushing yards. Matt Colburn only had 15 rushing yards. They both have the same amount of attempts, but it looks like McCrary was the hot hand yesterday with 62 rushing yards. And here he goes right here, bouncing the inside zone play out and getting about 5 yards on first down. Really good job on 1st and 10. Here we go, 3rd and 3 for Michigan. Danny Etling dropping back, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, and he's going to throw the corner route a little high to, who's that, Mariner? Yes, a little high to Mariner. So it looks like they're trying to hit the corner concept down here. Mariner's running the corner. You got the spot route right here from the tight end. So spot, corner, and then your horizontal stretch right there. So definitely playing on this corner who definitely bit. This is who you're reading right here if you want to hit that corner. He bites on the flat horizontal stretch, and CLC Mariner is open, but Danny Etling is not able to hit it. This is something that you got to complete, especially in this game, especially on 3rd down. Championship game, got to complete that. That's a tough break for them. Tough break for them not to make that play. But either way, we move on. They end up taking 3 with Bates, and he hits it right down the middle. Right down the middle. Now, Bates is somebody who I've been very high on all season. But later in the season, as we've gotten later in the season, as they've played more outdoor games, I think he's been a little choppy in outdoor stadiums. He was very good in Detroit and the Lions Stadium, Ford Field. But when he's played outside, he hasn't been as good as he has been indoors. I know they played a lot of home games this year, but definitely something to think about. I know there was already a kicker signed from the USFL, and obviously the Panthers are playing longer than some of the other teams. I think guys can sign with teams after the USFL or the UFL championship game, but I think it's very interesting that a kicker has already been signed, and you got Jake Bates here, who's been probably one of the best kickers. I think the accuracy concerns that people had of him in college are kind of starting to show themselves in professional football. Obviously, he's got a big leg. He's hit a lot of big kicks, but I think some of his accuracy issues have started to show up later on in the season, especially as they played more outdoor games. Here you go, CJ Marable on the inside zone play. CJ Marable on the inside zone play. Looks like this guard, looks like this guard's trying to pull around, but maybe he's just trying to help double team. Maybe that's, type of play they're trying to run. Maybe it's because of the way this front is looking is why this guard pulled around in here and kind of essentially replaced the center. They kind of switched spots. The guard inserts where the center was at. Seems to work out pretty well. Either way, CJ Marable got 5 yards on first down right there. Pretty decent run. Adrian Martinez is going to hand it off to him again, breaking the first arm tackle right here in the hole from that D tackle. D tackle obviously is unblocked right there, but you got to move your feet, and he's not able to right there. Looks like there's a bunch of guys getting through right here early, but kind of looks like they were kind of off with what they wanted to block here, because it looks like they're trying to block towards the outside and get him maybe going this way, but there's a bunch of white jerseys coming through early, and he just breaks it up into the middle of that and gets a first down. Really good run by CJ Marable. Really good run. Here we go, 1st and 10, 7 minutes to go in the game, in the quarter, and getting into Mari Rogers on the bubble route, and he's not going to get much out of that. Looks like there might have been a face mask in there. I definitely saw a face mask in there, but it doesn't look like they called it. Here we go. Oh, false start. Looks like somebody was early. Definitely looks like my boy up here was early. 2 guys in motion. Cannot have it. False start. Yep. There we go. Penalties are going to kill you. 3rd and 27 for Birmingham on 5.5 minutes to go in the game. You got Deion Kane slipping at the top of this stop route. It certainly wasn't going to be enough to get the first down, but, would have helped a little bit with punt yardage. Either way, Michigan's going to have a 3rd and 13 on their next drive at the 40-yard line. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Danny Etling is dropping back. Looked like he was looking at Trey Quinn, but he throws the in route behind him to who I think that was to Mariner, but you see right here, little pivot route by Trey Quinn. You see Trey Quinn about to stop. That's going to hug that linebacker up. Looks like Danny Etling's waiting for the receiver to come in right behind him, which he does, and they get the first down off of it. They might have also called like a targeting or a hit on the defenseless receiver, but here you go. You get a look at the breakdown of it. Here you go. Watch the pivot route. Pivot, pull away. The linebacker notices it, but the linebacker starts to do what you want him to do in this concept. So what you're trying to do is pull him out of there. Receiver's coming in right behind him. Really good recognition from this linebacker to understand he's in a zone. Don't watch the receiver. Watch the quarterback's eyes. Obviously, they're trying to manipulate you here, but he sees that receiver start to go out, gets his eyes back on the quarterback, and as he sees the quarterback's not looking at Trey Quinn, he's looking at something. It probably looks like he's looking directly at you, but he couldn't be looking at me because he's not going to throw me the ball. So if he's looking at me, there's probably somebody behind me, and obviously the linebacker wasn't able to make the play, but I like how, he didn't just completely give away this zone, kind of made it a tougher throw for Danny Etling, and damn good catch by this receiver here, especially in traffic. Couple of linebackers and a safety coming down to lay a hit on you, and he still makes the catch. Really good job. Really good job right there. Here you go. You get another look at the throw right in that zone. Pretty good ball. Really good catch from Mariner, and protect himself. That's the biggest part about it. Pull the catch in, bring it down, protect yourself, make the catch, hold on to it. And I think they tacked on a penalty on top of it. Either way, you got 2nd and 6, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pitching it to Matt Colburn, who drops the pitch after recovering that fumble on the iffy pitch. I don't really know whose fault this was. Kind of looks like it was Matt's fault. Doesn't look like the pitch was too bad. Just looks like he kind of mishandled it. Either way, He's not going to be able to get the pitch to turn it into something off the run, and that turns into a 3rd and 12 for Michigan. And what are they going to do here? They drop it off to Matt Colburn on the little stop, and he's going to try to get forward for first down yardage, but he's going to get stopped about 4 yards short of the first down. Tough play right there. Tough play. Here you go. Jake Bates is going to attempt to get the field goal, which he is good at getting the field goal, and they make it a 12-0 lead for Michigan. Wish they would have got points. Probably wish they would have got points right there, but 3 isn't bad nonetheless, making it a 2-score ball game for them. And Adrian Martinez is going to evade the sack. Not so fast, though. He evades the first sack, which would have been like a 5-yard loss, and falls forward to make it more of a 1 or 2 yard loss. Still sucks that it's a loss, but 2 is better than 5 for sure. Here you go. Got a little pivot route here from Marlon Williams. He's going to make the catch, make the first guy miss, and get a couple yards after that, but not too much after that on 2nd and 11 at the start of the second quarter. Really good play right there. Really good play right there. Here you go. 3rd and 3 for Birmingham. Looks like they're running this rub route down here, and they get it to their receiver, Benjamin Victor, who I believe was touchdown. That's touchdown right there. Levante Taylor touched you down. He tried to get up and run. It looks good, brother, but you were definitely touchdown. So let's look at the rub route concept down here. Here you go. Earlier in the season, I actually saw them throw this wheel type route down here. It looks like they're running double slants with a bubble up top, or with a swing route or arrow up top, something in the horizontal stretch area of things. They're trying to throw that down there, but then you got the rub route down here with the slant in the, maybe a bubble or a wheel. I don't know so much what he's trying to run, but they did not pass it off. They stuck with their guys, and Marlon Williams wasn't really open anyway. Benjamin Victor was covered pretty well by Levante Taylor, but he still made the catch. Really good job there. On 3rd and 3, that's something that Birmingham has been really good at this year. Obviously, on this Fox website that I'm looking at the stats, they don't have the 3rd down completion percentage, 3rd down conversion percentage on here, but I'm sure Birmingham was decent on 3rd down. Probably, I don't know if they were better than Michigan, because Michigan started off the game really well, but they had to have a pretty decent 3rd down completion percentage given how they did, given how they were able to come back. But really good play here from Jay Sternberger. Once again, Sternberger was first team all UFL this year. This might have been his only big reception. He had 48 receiving yards. 38 was his longest reception. So yeah, he had 2 receptions for 48 receiving yards. This one being the 38-yarder. You see him getting down this seam right here from the hip position as a tight end, pre-snap motion, faking the handoff. That's going to hold those linebackers' eyes, fake the handoff. Even if it's not a drastic fake, you see him hold the ball out there. That's going to draw you guys, that's going to draw those linebackers down. Jay Sternberger slips behind him, and Adrian Martinez puts the ball on him. I see this safety trying to put like a good but safe hit on him, but that's not going to bring Jay Sternberger down, and he rumbles forward for really good yardage to get tackled right around the 2-yard line. Really good job right there. Really, really good job right there from Birmingham. Good play. Looks like a face mask in there too. Definitely a face mask in there. Wait for that defensive back to adjust and not completely grab it. Kind of got his hand on it and adjusted. Here you go right here. 1st and goal. They're going to run the sweep to Adrian Martinez, who is not going to get anywhere close. He's going to lose, close to like 7 yards right here on this play. Really physical play here from this corner. Corner coming down, recognizing it, coming down, and making a play. Really good contain. I mean, really good from everybody here, but really good from Nakua to be physical. Nakua right here. I believe this is Nakua right here. Kind of looks like it says number 21. I'm pretty sure that's Nakua, but really good physical play right here from Nakua to try to secure the edge. Obviously, he's got a lineman on him at one point and the tight end on him at one point, but really good job to try to keep that contained there, and then let the cavalry come once you try to, widen that outside lane that he wanted to run into. Really good hustle right here from number 11, the backer. Get in there. Just great from everybody. This Michigan defense was not a slouch this year, and they showed that play in and play out. Here you go, 2nd and goal. 12-0 lead for Birmingham, 12-0 lead for Michigan, and you're going to hit the bang route up top here to, I'm not so sure who's number 5. Who is number 5? Is that Greg Jennings or Gary Jennings? I think that is Gary Jennings. Yeah, so you're going to get the bang route up here to Gary Jennings. Really good catch here. Really good catch here. Decent at the top. DB looks like he was pretty much on it though, but really tough ball here from Adrian Martinez to fit it in between that corner and that safety. Just really good timing there. Great play from Gary Jennings. Really good job. Really good job on 3rd and goal. Get another look at it right here. Here you go. Watch the break from Gary Jennings. Right out of the break, Adrian threw it. So he knew where he was going, kind of stared it down a little bit. That's what had the safety over that side, but he made the catch. So really good play right there. Really good play. Here you go. 4-by-1 set for Birmingham on 3rd and goal. They're trying to get in the end zone. Adrian Martinez is 4 for 4 during this particular drive. He's going to throw it up to Jordan Thomas, and he's incomplete on that. Tough play for Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas is that 50-50 guy. This is what he does best. Throw the ball up, give me an opportunity, I'll make a play. Trying to be physical with that corner in there. That might actually be a safety. That might actually be a corner. I don't see Levante Taylor on the field, but that might actually be more, probably put a bigger corner on the field than Levante Taylor. I know Levante Taylor's not the tallest guy, really good corner, but not the tallest guy. Either way, Jordan Thomas is trying to be physical unsuccessfully. Gets batted down by Gibson. Really good play there from Gibson. They're going to take the 3 with their field goal kicker, and they're going to be successful with that. Here you go. 1st and 10. 10 minutes to go in the quarter. 10 minutes to go in the quarter. In the half, actually, and McCrary is going to get upfield for about 8 yards on 1st down. Really good job. 2nd and 1, 9 yards on 1st down. McCrary is going to get the handoff again, and he gets about 5 on 1st or on the 2nd down. Really good job. He gets the 1st down, though. Really good play there from McCrary. Here we go. 1st and 10, 9.5 minutes to go in the half. Little pre-snap motion with Marcus Sims. Going to hand it off to McCrary. He's getting downhill and getting really good yardage. Breaking a tackle, really good yardage. His longest run of the day for McCrary was 25 yards. I don't know if this one is that 25-yard run. You got 10. You got 15. Yeah, this is the 25-yard run right there, but really good job running the ball. Really good push up front from his offensive line. That center is helping with that double team. Doesn't really have to help anybody. Those 2, he's uncovered. This is an even front, not an odd front. Even being 4 down linemen. I mean, he stood up, but that's an even front. Center is not covered up. Center doesn't really have to help either on either side. Guards got him settled, and then you got the double team with this guard and tackle right here. Tackles trying to work up to the next level. Centers working up to that backer, opening up that window. Really good from this center right here. Really good job opening up that hole. And then McCrary runs through with speed. Really good job up front by the guys up front. Really good run from McCrary after the fact. Great job. 25-yard run. Really good job from McCrary. Love to see it. On 1st and 10. Really good job. Another angle. Great run, McCrary. Here you go. 1st and 10. 12-3 ball game. About 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Getting it down to Hicatini. Trey Quinn getting a really good block up front, and Hicatini just using it to get close to that 1st down. Really good job. Really good job. Looks like he went out somewhere around there, but yep. Really good job on the. This is probably an RPO, so he had the option to hand it off, but then you got the ghost flat. You got the ghost flat and the stick route with Trey Quinn, and then the ghost flat with your tight end. More fade route right here by your receiver Mariner. So you got a couple options in the RPO. He decided to pull it, roll out, get it to Hicatini, and Trey Quinn blocks up front. Really good job. Great job. 1st and 10. Now you got a 2nd and 2. Once again, handing it off to McCrary. This was probably his best rushing drive. Oh, no, that's not McCrary. This is Colburn, who they have really been bottling up. They had really been bottling up in this game yesterday, and he wasn't able to really get anything going on the ground. Like I mentioned, he had the same amount of carries as McCrary, but had almost 50 less rushing yards than McCrary. So not so sure what the reasoning for that was. They might have been more keyed into Matt because he can affect the game in both the run and the pass. I'm not so sure how much of that McCrary can do, at least at the level of Matt Colburn. But definitely had Matt bottled up yesterday. Here we go. Tight set. Looks like they're trying to hit the option route to Quinn. And obviously Quinn has the option to go in or out. He decided to go in. Etling thought he was going to go out. I don't know. I can't see enough to see whether he should have went in or out. But Etling definitely thought he was going to go out. So they're going to try to take the 3 after that. And they are successful getting the 3. 39-yard field goal attempt from Bates, making it a 15-3 ball game. So Bates was definitely very busy in the first half of this game. He really was the one pushing the lead. That's something that I thought quite a few teams struggled with this year, was getting points when they got into the red zone. It's definitely something that you saw the Michigan struggle with this game. Last week, they weren't finishing drives in the end zone as well against the Birmingham Stallions last week. So as you see right here, a little fumbling around of the ball from, is this Ricky Person? I don't know who this is. This might be a defensive back. This looks like Ricky Person though. I think that was Ricky Person. They're not going to replay it. I can't see the jersey number good, but I think this is Ricky Person fumbling this ball around back here. His brother, Marlon Williams, is going to save him from having this would have been a very costly turnover right here had they not have picked this ball up. That would have been a crazy turnover, but good job on his guy to be able to help him out and come and save him. So obviously, as you see, Birmingham looks like they're kind of moving the ball kind of successfully, but for some reason it doesn't look like it's fully clicking for them early on in this game, and that might be what led to Coach Holtz to switch to Matt Corral later on in the game. But here you go. You're bringing the linebacker on a blitz out here. Man coverage on the back end of everything. Rushing four on the line of scrimmage. You got everybody else in coverage out of empty coverage. So 5 in coverage, 5 blitzing, 1 high safety all the way back. Everybody else is in man. Bringing that linebacker off the edge. He's not accounted for. They didn't push the protection that way. And he's untouched and getting the sack fumble on Adrian Martinez, which is recovered by the defensive tackle. Really good play there. Really good drawn up blitz from Michigan and really good execution from everybody on the field. Really tough play. Tough break right there from Adrian Martinez. Tough break. Tough break. Here you go for Michigan. Handing it off to McCrary. Once again, being very patient in the backfield. I really like this. On the inside zone. Find the hole. Let your guys get downfield. Work their blocks downfield. And hammer it forward for about 7 on first down. Really good job. 3rd and 2 coming up. Inside zone once again. You got your receiver coming across on this split zone block. But somebody's busting through. That D lineman is busting through, creating havoc right here. Good swim move on the center. Really good swim move on the center right there. And causing havoc in the backfield for a TFL. Really good job on 3rd and 2. Once again, Michigan in the red zone. Trying to put up points, trying to extend their lead, and they're going to be unsuccessful trying to extend their lead. Bringing up a 4th and 3, and Bates is going to kick another field goal, making it a 18-3 ball game. Now, funny enough, there's 4 minutes left in the second quarter, and these are going to be the last points that the Michigan Panthers are going to score. Birmingham is going to go in at halftime, make adjustments. Coach Holtz is going to say something to his team, and they're going to come out with their hair on fire, with acting like there are some men on a mission ready to right their wrongs for the second half. It's really something to watch. 4 minutes to go in the half. Adrian Martinez is still in the game. They're trying to go deep, and they do to Jordan Thomas to cut the lead to 9 with this touchdown. So making it a 9-18 ball game, 18-9 ball game, but really good route from Jordan Thomas here. Really good ball from Adrian Martinez. I'm not sure what that linebacker was doing. Is that a linebacker? I'm not sure what that linebacker was doing in coverage, but must have sat flat-footed a little too long. Jordan Thomas was able to get behind him. The safeties are pretty wide out here. Looks like they're running cover 2 here. So the middle of the field is wide open if you can get there. He did get there, and it turns out to be a touchdown. Really good over-the-shoulder ball. Really good pass from Adrian Martinez. Just great execution right here. Great execution. This is a really hard catch to make. Don't make no mistake about it. This is not an easy catch to make. Running full speed. Really good ball from Adrian Martinez. Jordan Thomas, good touchdown. He's been a really good addition for them. Really good addition for them at the tight end position. Here we go on the corner route to Amari Rogers right here. Trying to make the play, but really good get a hand in there from that defensive back. Really good job of getting a hand in there. He wanted a penalty. He's not going to get it. Birmingham scored virtually on one of their first plays. Looks like they scored on like their first play. There's 4:01 on the clock after Michigan's drive, 3:59 on the clock. So Birmingham got all the way to the 50 because Michigan must have kicked it out of bounds. Another mistake by Michigan, cannot kick the ball out of bounds. But after that, Birmingham scores in one play. I mean, this is what the championship pedigree is. Birmingham is not going to make a ton of mistakes. They haven't made a ton of mistakes this game. Obviously, they had that fumble. They had a couple of penalties. But, like, in terms of mistakes that are going to hurt them long term, they don't make a lot of mistakes. So, as a team playing against them, being Michigan, you got to make sure you're not the ones making the mistakes, because Birmingham is going to capitalize on your mistakes. And you letting them start a drive at the 50 showed itself right there. Right there. Here we go for them going for the 2-point conversion. We already watched this. Amari Rogers is going to be unsuccessful. Here we go. Michigan's got the ball back with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. Getting it to Marcus Sims on the screen. And Marcus Sims is getting upfield for decent yardage on first down. Decent yardage on first down. Roughing the passer once again. This is the second roughing the passer on Birmingham. I mean, that is just unnecessary. You saw him throw the ball. He no longer has the ball right there. You gotta find a way to pull up. I know it's tough, but it looks like he had a decision to, like, he decided to, despite him not having the ball, still lower the boom. The ball's gone. Ball's gone. You see the ball's gone. Obviously, it's happening in a split second, but gotta find a way not to lay that extra hit on him, because the refs are trying to protect quarterbacks at all levels of football. And when they see something like that, they're gonna call it. I mean, no need for it. No need for it. I think that was a little close to bang bang. Honestly, now that I'm watching it, this looks kind of bang bang-esque, but I'm not mad at them calling that, given if they're trying to protect the quarterbacks. 2nd and 9 for Michigan. 3 minutes to go in the half. Scrambling out for Etling, and he's not going to be able to get the ball off. Taking a big hit from the linebacker right here. Big time hit. Here you go once again. Nothing downfield. Nobody's open. Looks like Birmingham's just playing everybody back. Can't really see the coverage, but looks like everybody's sitting back, keeping everything in front of them on 2nd and 9. And Etling's not going to turn it into anything. Turn it into a 3rd and long. 3rd and 13 coming up for Michigan. What do we get here? Little, looks like they're running a little pivot route right here. Pivot with the end behind it. This is something that they run a lot. The pivot right here at about 6, 7 to 8 yards. In route coming in behind it. You're trying to influence this linebacker. The linebacker stays back. Throw it to the pivot right there. And Trey Quinn gets the ball. Tries to put a little hezzy on there to make those guys freeze, which they do freeze, but they still made a really good tackle to keep them a yard short of the first down. Jake Bates is going to come in for the field goal attempt at 51 yards, and it is going to be unsuccessful. Wide left. Tough play for Jake Bates, keeping it a 9-point game, keeping it a 1-score game, essentially, given UFL. And you got about 50 seconds left. 3rd and 16 for Birmingham right before half. Trying to throw a deep shot to Amari Rogers, and they called pass interference. So I don't know if he ran a double move. Amari Rogers is right here. Looks like he's going to run some just vertical, and he gets grabbed by number 3. Number 3 gets grabbed by number 3, and they're going to call holding. Looks like they called holding. I think that's a spot foul, but we get to watch the replay right there. Grabs him. Man, if Amari Rogers wouldn't have thrown his hands up, he probably would have caught that. I mean, right here, you complain, look for the call. When you finally realize the ball is there, it lands like, looks like it's about to land like right in front of you. Like if he just kept running and stopped fighting with them, that probably could have been a really big play. Probably might have been a touchdown. But they got the call like he was looking for. Good job on them. Good job on the refs. Here you go. Got an in route. This looks like a box route with an in coming in behind it. So you got the box route from the outside receiver, the in route at 10 yards, 10 to 12 yards, right behind that linebacker. So once again, similar to that pivot concept from Michigan, this is trying to influence that linebacker. You run past the second level coverage, being the number 2 receiver, which I think is Marlon Williams. You got your receiver on the outside running the in route, and that linebacker drives down on that box route as well as that corner covering it, and you pull the in route right behind it. Marlon Williams, it is for sure Marlon Williams. Really good play right there. Really, really good play right there. But the ball was stripped. He got it back though. Oh my gosh. Sloppy football in this first half. Really good punch out from 36. Man, Nakua started to look up before he had the ball. Just recover it, my boy. Damn. Once again, now this is really a good play for Michigan, but like it just sucks because it's like you had a fumble recovery right in front of you, and Unfortunately, you were unable to get it. Unable to pull it in. Unable to pull it in. Gotta make that play. They might have even ruled him down, but the ball's moving. No, that's a fumble. That's a fumble. Wow. Tough break for Birmingham. Obviously, it was right before half, but Michigan does have 2 timeouts and a super challenge, so they probably would have been able to get maybe 3 from that. Adrian Martinez on the draw right here. He's not going to get anything much on 2nd and 10. He gets about 5 on 2nd and 10. Decent run. 6 on 2nd and 10. 3rd and 4 coming up. 20 seconds to go in the half. Birmingham's got 1 timeout left. They're trying to throw the fade ball to Amari Rogers. Ooh, and this looks decent right here. Almost making the catch. Almost making the catch. Almost making the catch. But almost is not good enough, brothers. Almost is not good enough. He tries to swing those hips around. Honestly, not a bad ball from Adrian Martinez. Like, this is where you want it, away from the defensive back. Only where my guy can catch it or nobody can catch it. Honestly, wasn't able to flip the hips fast enough. Probably would have needed to flip him like a half second earlier. But this is a tough catch to make. I'm not acting like this is an easy catch to make. Just not able to get his hands on it. Tough play right there. Tough play. They're going to end up taking 3 right before half, making it an 18-12 ball game. And yeah, Michigan's going to start the second half with Birmingham's going to start the second half with the ball. So all things considered, considering that at one point in this game, Birmingham was down by 15 points, for them to only be down by 6 starting the second half is honestly not that bad. You can fault Michigan for not turning more of those drives into points. You can fault Bates for potentially missing that field goal that could have pushed the lead a little further. There's a multitude of things that you can look at throughout a game that contributed to it being tight like it is right now in the second half. But the overarching fact is Birmingham was able to get things done. Birmingham was able to get things done. And they're getting Deon Cain on the kickoff return now. Really good kickoff return coming out of half. Really good kickoff return. I know he doesn't return for them all the time, even though he was the best returner in the USFL last year. They don't so much have him doing all of those duties now, but he's getting them right around the 40-yard line to start the second half. Really good job. 43-yard line to start the second half. Here you go. 1st and 10, 15 minutes to go in the quarter, and Adrian Martinez is trying to put the ball up for Deon Cain, and it's an interception. Cannot have it. Cannot have it. I mean, this ball was just kind of floated up there unnecessarily. The defensive back didn't necessarily even have to work hard to make this play. Obviously, Deon Cain's got a little turned around right here, but you just cannot put the ball up there in harm's way like this if you're Adrian Martinez. You cannot. You cannot have it, especially in the USFL championship game, going with a chance to go to the championship, the UFL championship, getting it to Marcus Sims right here. Really good plays, really good moves after the catch right here. On 2nd and 8, making guys miss, getting that first down coming out of your own end zone. Really important to get those first downs coming out of your own end zone. Here you go. You got Danny Etling now coming up next, or you got Danny Etling next on 1st and 10, 13 minutes to go in the quarter, and throwing it deep to Devin Gray with the toe drag swag on the sidelines. Really good job. Here you go, running the burst corner down here from Devin Gray. Danny Etling finds him, and D. Gray has the great toe drag swag on the sidelines. Really love to see it. Love to see it. Great ball from Danny Etling as well. Great route from Devin Gray. Great ball from Danny Etling. Really good completion. He's reading this corner. Does this corner react to the out, or does this corner react to my guy? He reacted to the out. He reacted to the inside out by the inside receiver, Devin Ross. And D. Gray's able to get an easy catch on the sidelines. Really good toe drag right there. Really good toe drag. 2nd and 6 coming up. Handing it off to Matt Coburn on the outside zone. Stretch type play, and he's not getting anything. Not getting anything. Decent blocks, but you got all these guys playing downhill. Linebacker playing downhill. Those are safeties. So you got the safety playing downhill. This corner playing downhill. Those are probably extra bodies that aren't super accounted for in the blocking. So they're able to make the play and stop them for a gain of maybe half a yard. Here you go. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6, empty formation for the Panthers. And Siosi Mariner, man, gotta catch that and cut right now. Don't move. No. Don't go inside. Go right in your shadow. Turn up on your shadow. Obviously, the sun's this way over in this area, so his shadow's this way. But turn straight around and go for the first down. Turn straight around, knife it upfield, and go for the first down. Do not run inside. Do not run laterally at all. North and south, get vertical. You got to get vertical. So that turnover is going to turn into no points for them. They faked the punt, though. Fake punt, completed to their outside gunner, and first down, Michigan. Really ballsy call right here from Mr. Nolan, the head coach of the Panthers. And this is, if any time is to pull this out, right now is the time to pull this out. You see, they try to push those what are those called? Not gunners, but these are gunners. The guys covering the gunners, the cornerbacks, probably on the special teams. I can't remember what they're called on the special teams unit, but they're trying to cover out there late. That leaves a little window to where you can get him the ball. Honestly, that guy, the up back, probably the up back guy, probably is that Nakua. Nakua probably floated that ball a little much, but I'm not going to be too nitpicky about it. They completed it and secured the first down on the fake punt. Really good job right there. Really good job. 1st and 10, 6-point lead from the Stallions, from the Panthers, and there's going to be a sack fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Birmingham. Tough break for Michigan. After getting their own turnover, going to try to throw it, and just a little window around the edge for that defensive end. He's able to get the sack fumble. Tough play right there. Really good play from this D end. Not great play from this left tackle. One-on-one right there. Got to protect your quarterback. Got to protect his blind side, but that's a tough play right there. Tough play right there. Tough play. Sucks for Michigan. Just seems like Michigan had all the momentum early, and it just seems like slowly but surely the momentum for Michigan has gone down and down and down and down, and eventually, seems like they have no momentum at all. Here we go. First down run for CJ Marable, I think. Can't see a number right now. No, that's Ricky Persons. First down run for Ricky Person, and he's not going to get much of anything. 2nd and 9 coming up for Adrian Martinez, who is still in the game, and looks like a fumble for the Stallions. Looks like a fumble. They're going to obviously replay it. That ball looked like it was coming loose right before that knee got down. If they reviewed that, I don't know, that's kind of bang. I'm not Mike Pereira. I don't envy him, but it looks like they're reviewing it, and looks like that review was in Michigan's favor. So Michigan's obviously going to get the ball back now. 1st and 10, handing it off to McCrary, who was their better runner yesterday, but he's not going to get much. Birmingham really looked like, after the first quarter, honestly, Birmingham's defense really stood up and started to stand tall. Even when they let Michigan get into the red zone, Birmingham's defense really was on a mission after that first quarter yesterday. Here we go. Etling's going to get some pressure in the pocket and end up getting sacked. Only rushing 4. You really should have this protected pretty well, but their offensive line seems to be having trouble protecting. You see the right tackle here get pushed back into his lap. The left tackle is honestly doing a decent job, but it's really that right tackle who caused the pressure, and Danny Etling's going to get sacked. How many sacks did the Panthers give up? 5 sacks for the Stallions yesterday, and 4 sacks for the Panthers yesterday. So Stallions led in the sack department. Pause. Really good for them. Really good for them. Here you go. 3rd and 18 for Michigan with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Getting it to Trey Quinn, who's not going to get much of anything. Really running he's right here pre-snap. Running a pivot route up here and getting about 7 yards on that. Not enough for the first down. They punt it away to Birmingham, and Birmingham's going to start the drive. 1st and 10, getting a jet sweep to Amari Rogers. Handoff, jet sweep to Amari Rogers. He's got lead blockers, CJ Marable being one of them, but Michigan is flying around, as they've done all season, flying around, making plays. Really good job from number 11, their linebacker. He's been a great piece for them. Obviously, Frank Ginda being one of their star linebackers, was not able to play towards this back half of the season. He had a season-ending injury, but those guys stepped up and played really well. Here you go, Adrian Martinez in the pocket. Nobody's really open on the back end. Man coverage, got man coverage from Michigan. They're motioning to it late. So right here, looks like they got maybe 3 high, but this guy's gonna drop down into what we call a robber. This safety is gonna drop into a 1 high, and now the picture we have is a 1 high robber. Or not even a 1 high robber. This is a 1 high. This is just 1 high. 1 high bringing pressure. So this is a 1 high pressure look. They're running stunts on the outside. You see those guys looping back inside. Outside guy looping back inside. Another outside guy looping back inside. This safety that dropped down is actually manning up the running back. So 1 high pressure look. Rushing 5, manned up everywhere else. Adrian Martinez is not going to be able to find anybody, and he's going to scramble around until eventually, I don't know if that was a sack or just a tackle. It looks like he might have got like a yard or 2. Either way, it's not going to turn into what he wanted it to be, and Birmingham is going to punt it away. 1st and 10 for Michigan. 4 minutes to go in the game, in the quarter. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Danny Etling is going to get a little bit of pressure off the play action, throwing it off his back foot and throwing it right into the Birmingham Stallion defender's hands. Really tough play right there. Headed for really targeting Devin Gray right here on the slant. They had this corner. Really looked like this corner dropped down into like a flat or like an underneath coverage. Devin Gray went behind him, but you got that safety behind him as well, making the interception. Really tough break right there for, might have been a safety that was underneath Devin Gray, but really tough play right there for Birmingham to give up the interception. Really tough play right there for Michigan to give up the interception. Really, really tough play. We get a look at the coverage right here. Looks like a cover 3, kind of. Third, and this is really your 1 high safety. This guy's dropping down into a curl flat. That's why he was underneath Devin Gray, playing that curl flat window, seeing what this guy's gonna do, who's essentially in the flats. He had kind of fell, but trying to hit Devin Gray probably should, man, if he didn't have this pressure in his face, Devin Gray might have caught this and went and scored. Maybe not went and scored, but this should have been a pretty big play. Just a little late to pick up that free rusher right here by Coburn. That scares Danny Etling a little bit, and he short arms it and overthrows Devin Gray for the interception. Tough play. Tough play right there. Here you go. Matt Corral is now in the game. I guess this was the point in the game, late in the third, that Skip Holtz decided that it was time to give Matt Corral a shot. Adrian Martinez has been playing decent. Obviously, there's only down by 6, but, you know, this is the championship game. If you're going to make a decision like this, got to make it before it's too late, and that's what he indeed did. They're going to hit Deon Kane right here, who's the number 1 receiver. Hit him on a what seems like a in route, maybe like a 5-yard in, a little deeper than a 5-yard in, but looks like Matt Corral pumped it at first and then ended up giving them the ball on a 1st and 10. Making it 2nd and 3. Matt Corral's going to sit back there again and throw an interception on his second throw. Really tough break right there, right into the linebacker's hands. Really, this honestly isn't even on Matt Corral. Your receiver has to catch this ball. Really has to catch this ball. If anything, don't bat it up to the other defender into the defender's hands. Nonetheless, that is exactly what happened, and it's going to be a big break for Michigan. Michigan's been struggling offensively this half. Just not on the same page 100%. He looks like he's running like a juke route of some sorts. He starts to go inside. Matt Corral probably thought he was just going to sit right there. You're open right now. Let me just give you the ball. Maybe they might have been on the same page. Maybe the ball was just behind, even though he thought he was going to go inside. It's not able to be caught by Marlon Williams, and it's going to get batted right into the linebacker's hands, right into his hands. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Michigan's now got the ball back again. 2nd and 7, and he throws it right into Isom's hands. So this was Isom. Not so sure what his full name is. Isom. I think it's Isaac Isom. Might be Isaac Isom. Can't remember exactly what his name is, but interception from Danny Etling right into his hands. The guy was double covered. I think he was targeting Trey Quinn right here, who was double covered. You had a backer on the inside of him right here, and then you had this defender, this nickel corner right here as well. He broke on it, and he's gonna take it all the way back to the house. Broken tackle, another broken tackle. Make a guy miss and dive in the end zone for the pick 6. big time momentum shifter. And this is after, they've been trading turnovers, but Birmingham really had a bulk look. You see the linebacker on the inside making a break on the ball, and then Isom, who Etling must not have seen, was on the outside and made the interception. Really, really good job there. But this is after, Birmingham really had a bulk of the momentum in this game at this point. Even though they had been trading turnovers, Birmingham had kind of, set themselves apart, and this is kind of where it really starts to get really, really bad for Michigan. Trying to hit Jordan Thomas on the ghost under right here on the play action for the 1-point attempt. Not going to be able to get it. Good, played well by Michigan, and it's going to stay a tied game at 18 to 18 right here. 18 to 18 ball game. 1st and 10 for Michigan. Matt Colburn's going to get the handoff, and he's not going to have any success here. Split inside zone right here. Split zone. You see the tight end coming across on the split zone action. I don't know why he hesitated right here. I really don't know why he hesitated right here. I don't know what he's looking at, but I think they want him to go get this guy to kind of open up that window, that backside window on the zone. But he's not going to get any yardage. Gets 3 yards on first, or he got 3 yards right there, maybe even 2 yards, close to 3 yards on first down. It's a 3rd and 7 now for Michigan, and Danny Etling's going to scramble around. Empty formation for Michigan, something that Coach Marcel, the offensive coordinator for Michigan, likes a lot. Danny Etling's going to scramble, and the linebacker or D-end is going to tackle him before he gets that first down on 3rd and 7. Really, really good job there. Birmingham's got the ball back. Matt Corral's in dealing. Jordan Thomas makes a great catch on this in route right here. Really good route from Jordan Thomas. No wasted movement at the top. Quick break. Really good hands catch. Great timing from Matt Corral right here. This is coming from a guy who has sat out virtually a healthy amount of the season, hasn't played a lot. Adrian Martinez has been the guy. He's also the MVP favorite for this season. But Matt Corral looks like he's on time. Even on that interception, might have been a little bit off from him and the receiver, but for the most part, he looks on time right here. Really good route from Jordan Thomas. Really good ball from Matt Corral. Really good catch. Great execution right there. Love to see it. Here you go. 1st and 10. Start of the 4th quarter. He's throwing it deep to number 5. Gosh, I just looked him up a minute ago. Number 5. Gary Jennings. Throwing it deep to Gary Jennings on the post route against Levante Taylor, and it's a really big play for Birmingham. Probably the longest reception of the day. Really good over the shoulder catch. Really good ball from Matt Corral. Once again, I'll say this is from a guy who hasn't played a lot. Probably hasn't been getting a lot of reps with these ones for the majority of the season. That's probably been reserved for Adrian Martinez. And Matt Corral comes in the biggest game of the season yet to this point, and starts dealing and, gives them the lead, but not only gives them the lead, but continues to dial up great pass plays and be very efficient and be very, very successful. Very, very successful from Matt Corral. There you go. You get a look at the ball just right in the breadbasket for Gary Jennings. Really, really good job. Levante Taylor, one of the better corners in the league as well, right there in his hip pocket. Doesn't matter. Better ball, better route will defeat that every time. And then you get CJ Marable on 1st and 10. Running it inside on the inside zone. Really, really good job. Linebacker getting up to the 2nd level, or center getting up to the 2nd level. Love to see that. Really love to see that, getting on a backer. And CJ Marable keeping those shoulders down to get the first down. Really good job. 2nd and goal. Now you got Amari Rodgers on the little spot route. Looks like he kind of wanted to go. Looks like he kind of thought about throwing the corner route, but as soon as he saw everybody back up, just get it to my guy right now. He's open. Let him do the rest. The cornerback slipped. I don't know if they would have stopped him had he not slipped anyway, but Amari Rodgers gets in there for the first down, for the touchdown. And Birmingham is going to take their first lead of the game. Really, really good job there from Birmingham. Really good resolve from Birmingham. Really good mental toughness from Birmingham. They haven't been playing their best. They didn't start off hot, but they kept chopping at it. Their defense showed up, and, next thing you know, they're up by 6. Trying to go to that corner route once again to Amari Rodgers for the 1-point attempt, but it's going to be unsuccessful. Unsuccessful right there. Must have had a false start penalty. That's why they're so far back on that 1-point attempt, but really good play here from this safety. Really good play there. Really good play to break on the ball. Great job. Here you go. 6-point game. Birmingham's leading the game. 1st and 10 for Michigan with 13, almost 14 minutes left in the game. McCray is getting the handoff on a little inside zone, and he's getting really good yardage on that inside zone, getting about 7 to 8 on that inside zone. Here you go, little RPO, trying to get it out to your receiver, Mariner, COC Mariner, and he's getting him the ball. Really good job. Looks like he's trying to run a whip route right here with COC Mariner. Kind of an ugly route, but he still gets there, has the defender lost a little bit, and Etling gets the ball to him with pressure in his face. Really good job on 2nd and 4 to convert to get the first down. Really, really good job. 2nd and 10 coming up for Michigan. 12 minutes to go in the 4th. Getting it off to Devin Gray, who gets the first down. Really, really good job. What is this route? Just a little 5-yard in route. Stopping when he's open. Don't run to be covered. Stay open when you're open. Also knowing that you have an inside route inside of you. That linebacker's right there. And get him the ball right now. First down on 2nd and 10. Really good job. 1st and 10 coming up. 11 and a half minutes to go in the game. Giving it to McCrary. And Birmingham is there. They are there for the gain. Michigan gets a gain of like 2 yards on that. 3rd and 8 coming up. Danny Etling. Empty formation for Michigan. Danny Etling looks like he's trying to run a draw. It is not there. And he's going to stop and throw it. And almost throws an interception. Really good adjustment from these defenders to see him start to run and make an adjustment. Almost an interception. But it's a pass breakup for the defender, Tillery. And it brings up a 4th and 8. Bates is going to then try to kick the field goal. He's going to slip. I don't know if this would have been blocked had he not slipped, but those linemen, those are offensive linemen in there. They really got up. They really got up on this play. Jake Bates, like I said, did slip, so that probably played a part into this not being completed and this being missed. But really good play from the Birmingham Stallions. Really good play. Tough break right there from Bates, who has been up and down a little bit later on in the season as a kicker, but you get to see the replay here. That left foot, that plant foot's going to slip a little bit, and that might have affected the height of the ball. Nonetheless, Birmingham still was up there, got a hand on it, got the block, and it's a tough break. Here you go. You get to see this is an offensive lineman, their starting right tackle. I think this is their starting right tackle who's going up, trying to make this play, trying to block it, and he was successful. Really good. But you see the trajectory is already kind of low for Bates. I mean, he's a stronger kicker, so I'm sure he's kicking it low most times anyway. But this low, I'm not sure if it's this low. Very low. Tough break for them. 1st and 10 for Birmingham, following the missed field goal. And you got about 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Matt Corral dropping back, getting Marlon Williams on the under, who's making things happen after the catch and getting upfield for probably first down yardage. Here you go. Make the first guy miss. Get off me. Thank you. And make some moves after the catch. Really good job. That's another thing that Birmingham is really good at. They can run the ball pretty successfully. Obviously, yesterday they rushed for like 10 more yards than Michigan. But that's something that they do to put teams out, is they really started to be able to run the ball pretty successfully yesterday. Once they had the lead and once they got the ball back, they kind of started to run the clock out, run the ball pretty successfully, and were able to weather the storm that way. But here you go. You're going to see a sack, really big time sack here from Michigan. Got the guys rushing, pushing the center back into his lap. No, not even the center, the guard, getting the guard pushed back into his lap right on top of him, and keeps working. The end gets there, but the initial pressure was caused by the defensive tackle right there. Really good job. Here you go. 2nd and 14, 8.5 minutes to go in the quarter, 8.5 minutes to go in the game. And they're going to call an offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference here. They might have called a hold. Yeah, I think they called holding on Levante Taylor out there at the cornerback position. Definitely looked weird. I couldn't see the whole route, but Deion Kane seemed to be for sure that he got held, and so did Matt Corral. So the refs might have got the call right there. Next play, they go right back to Deion Kane on the slant, once again being covered by Levante Taylor. Deion Kane is untouched this time, and he's getting the easy catch on the slant and getting upfield for first down. Really good job. Keep getting first downs. That clock is going to keep running. Birmingham knows exactly what they're doing in this position. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. 1st and 10 for Birmingham. They're giving it to CJ Marable, who once again is rumbling forward for a first down and going to take more time off that clock. Really good job. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. 1st and 10, giving it to CJ Marable once again. and he's making guys miss, getting upfield for really good yardage. Getting about 6 on first down right there. This looks like outside zone. Really good on the outside zone. Really good blocks from the line. They're really starting to wear that Michigan defensive line down. Here you go, a little pin and pull action, or counter action, if you will. Counter action. Got the guard and tackle coming around. Guard, tackle. Guard getting on the defensive player of the year and Marcus Spears. That tackle getting on that backer who shifted around. And you see the center getting up, not even the center, but the tackle, that left tackle getting up to that second level. Second level getting on that linebacker. And that's a beautiful picture right there. Beautiful picture. Really, really good job. Love to see it. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Here you go. Really big play when you need it. 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Jay Sternberger, find that window on the slant. Don't overrun the window. Obviously, this looks like a slant, but if you find the window, kind of go slow through the window. Hope the quarterback sees you. He does, and they're able to connect it on 3rd and 3 in traffic. Really good job. Really, really good job there. Watch it here on the slant. Get it to him. Really good play. Big time. Big time. Big time completion right there. 2nd and 13 coming up. Looks like you got man coverage. Looks like man coverage down here. Looks like they're kind of bracketing things up here. Looks like they're playing zone up here. Man down here, zone up here. But they're getting it to Ricky Persons, who's going to run and get in the end zone. Really, really good play right here from Ricky Persons to tightrope the sidelines, touch the pylon with the ball, and make it a 2-score game. Make it a 2-score game. Really, really good job. This gave Birmingham a 12-point lead. He's going to get a little protective stadium leap, is what they called it on the TV, but 15-yard TD reception right there. Really good job. Really, really good job. Not a lot of space down there, but he made the play. At first, I thought the ball might have gotten knocked out before he got in there, but they did the replay. He touched the pylon with the ball and got in there. Really, really good job. Here you go. You get another look at it. Really, really good job. Let's go slow-mo. Reaching it out. Ball across the pylon. Great play from Ricky Person. Great play. 1 point tipped here. They're going to go for Jordan Thomas, who just says, I'm bigger than everybody out here. I'm bigger than all of you. I mean, look at this. This looks like a couple of little kids trying to get the ball away from their camp counselor. Love Nakua. Ballard is a good player. But, I mean, this is an ugly picture, my boys. Ugly picture. Then the other guy comes in there, too. It's like 3 kids playing with their camp counselor. Like, let us get the ball. Let us get the ball. It makes it even worse. One of them fell. I mean, damn. He just big-bodied all of y'all. Hey, let us get the ball, Mr. Thomas. Let us get the ball, Mr. Thomas. No. 1st and 10 for Michigan. Game's kind of out of reach at this point. They got a last couple chance. This is probably their last chance. If they could score right here, this would keep them in the game. It's a 13-point game, 2-score game, but with the fourth and goal, with the onside rules in the UFL, you still have an opportunity with the 9 points. You can get 3-point conversion, and then you can go for 2, or you can do a 2-point conversion. Then you can go for the onside. There's a couple options you have. 2nd and 2 here, handed off to Matt Coburn on the inside zone. He's getting good yardage on 2nd down, getting the 1st down. 3rd and 5 coming up for Michigan. Danny Etling's going to scramble around, and he's going to take a sack. Tough play right there. Isom's coming in on the sack. He sees him about to scramble. There's an opening here. There's a lot of green space. Nickelback comes down, makes the play. Really good job on 3rd and 5. 4th down coming up. Here's a replay of that last play. Obviously, he thought about doing it. Isom came and made the play. Really good job. Here you go right here. 4th and 9. This is essentially the game right here. 2 minutes, right before the 2-minute warning. 4th and 9. Danny Etling scrambling around, looking for somebody. He throws it up, and it's intercepted. 29-second interception of the game. Really good, memorable game for him. I hope he got a game ball in the USFL championship. And that's essentially going to end it. CJ Marable, once again, doing what he does late in games, running the ball very successfully. Brought late pressure with that safety blitz down here. He gets in there. CJ Marable makes him miss, though. And Matt Corral gets a pretty decent block on Nakua. And that's a really good job. Really good job to take them into the 2-minute warning. Great freaking job to take it into the 2-minute warning. Inside zone. See the zone scheme right here. The guard gets tripped up right here, so that's not great. But CJ Marable making guys miss, and then there's nobody. Once Matt Corral gets that block, There's nobody. Obviously, the Cavalry came and got him, but this just a tough break for Michigan. This is now the second year in a row that Michigan has made it to a championship game and not got to the USFL or UFL championship game. They made it to their conference championship game. Last year, they made it to the North Division championship game in the USFL and lost to Pittsburgh. And this year, Michigan made it to the USFL conference championship game and lost to Birmingham. So obviously there's going to be some things wishing that they would have made the most of on Mike Nolan's part. Skip Holtz now is a 3-time USFL champion, looking to be a 1-time UFL champion, a 3-time Spring League champion. He knows how to coach his squad. He's got a lot of really good pieces on his squad as well, but they play hard for him. He's a great coach, seems like a great motivator of men. Obviously today we'll find out whether it'll be San Antonio or St. Louis. I know a lot of people would love a St. Louis rematch, and I'm pretty sure the championship game is in St. Louis, so the St. Louis fans would love that as well. But we will see how this ends up today, how the bracket will look today once San Antonio and St. Louis play. Make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys leave me a comment of what you guys thought about this, and I will catch you guys next time. See you later.